forecast discussion. Jacksonville. This morning, a robust upper air ridge remains anchored to your north across the Mid-Atlantic and Appalachians, reinforcing subsidence over northeast Florida. At the surface, high pressure lingers offshore near Georgia, drawing light easterly flow inland. Precipitable water values are modest at around 1.3 to 1.5 inches, contributing to fairly dry conditions east of Interstate 75. Temperatures inland fell into the lower 70s at dawn, while coastal dew points stayed in the upper 70s. Afternoon heating will trigger scattered sea breeze showers and storms, especially near I-75, where mesoscale convergence may cause brief, isolated convection. Most storms will remain weak thanks to dry air and subsidence, but keep an eye inland for brief downbursts. Highs will climb into the upper 90s inland and stay in the lower 90s near the coast. Heat indices inland are expected to approach triple digits. Monitor crews and passengers for heat stress. Tonight, surface winds will slacken under the high-pressure field, allowing patchy fog to form around daybreak near I-95. Skies should clear otherwise. For aviation, expect generally VFR conditions aside from possible MVFR visibility due to fog from 08Z to 12Z. East to southeast winds will pick up after 16 Zulu. Limited convection is forecast in your TAF sites, with strongest chances near KJAX later in the afternoon. Brief showers may drift westward by evening. Area forecast discussion. Melbourne temperatures across the Space Coast have risen under the influence of a lingering upper-level ridge and easterly surface flow. Moisture has decreased slightly, but values remain at 1.5 to 1.7 inches. This pattern supports diurnally driven convection along the sea breeze boundary this morning, shifting inland during the afternoon. Storm development remains likely inland, with highest chances near convergence zones. Aviation operations should see VFR conditions in the morning, but be ready for potential afternoon convection impacting runway approaches, especially between 17 Zulu and 21 Zulu. Winds will shift from east to southeast through the day, increasing to 10 to 15 knots. Marine interests should note seas remain calm at 2 to 3 feet, but localized thunderstorms may produce gusty winds and brief choppy seas near showers. Area forecast discussion. Tampa over western Florida, an upper air ridge continues to suppress large-scale ascent, keeping most thunderstorm activity scattered. However, daytime heating and abundant moisture fuel scattered showers and thunderstorms during peak heating. Localized outflow boundaries may interact with the sea breeze, producing brief but intense convective cells that bring rapid gusts and heavy precipitation. From an aviation standpoint, expect early morning VFR conditions, switching to scattered cumulonimbus threats by mid-afternoon. Gust fronts and wind shear could impact departure and arrival phases, especially under rapidly developing storms. Wind speeds in terminals may gust beyond 20 knots during convective outbreaks. Overnight, storms will diminish, returning to mostly clear skies. Area forecast discussion. Miami, South Florida's weather remains under the influence of a high-pressure ridge offshore and upper ridging aloft, reinforcing moderate easterly flow. This pattern promotes typical daily bay and sea breeze cycles. Morning coastal showers are likely, but heavier activity will build inland into southwest Florida this afternoon. Temperatures along the Atlantic coast rest in the upper 80s, but inland spots will reach low 90s. Later today, an upper-level trough, specifically a tropical upper tropospheric trough, is forecast to approach from the Bahamas. By Wednesday morning, it may enhance mid-level lapse rates and bolster storm intensity. Lower freezing levels could lead to strong updrafts and isolated hail or wind gusts aloft. At Miami International and surrounding airports, anticipate VFR conditions until late morning, then increasing turbulence and possible MVFR-IFR periods in convective inflow zones. Winds will shift from easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 15 knots, with stronger gusts near storms. Summary of the peninsula's weather. Today's Florida weather conforms to the classic summertime pattern. upper-level ridging and offshore high pressure dominate, producing moderate easterly flow and sufficient subsidence to limit widespread convection. Nevertheless, daytime heating and well-moist sea breeze boundaries spark scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms, especially inland, where instability peaks. Expect afternoon storm development across Jacksonville, Melbourne, Tampa, and Miami, with Tampa and inland areas warmer and more storm-prone. Aviation operations should prepare for typical diurnal convective disruptions, brief gust fronts, heavy showers, and localized wind shear. Most issues will emerge during late afternoon peaks, with relatively calm conditions overnight.